The Hebrew text in the Bible has hidden formats. By revealing these formats, I will prove the first writer's words were hidden from you. These formats look like poetry as I group them into small paragraphs. Their grouping will become known as a psalm, and together they become psalms. Let me show you our Creator's 12 commandments, listed in Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 17. Any father of a family or his wife who did not obey any one of these 12 commandments, our Creator demanded they bring him a sin offering. Thus, our Creator defined the word sin as not obeying any one of these 12 commandments. Next, I want to show you how I changed one word in Exodus 26, verse 26, the word bars to arches, and the words now reveal the style of the roof for our Creator's tent for meeting with Him. Let me show you the translator's words from the preface of the 1611 King James Bible. They gave 4 reasons for themselves or others to edit the Bible's words. The red arrow at the top points to their 3rd reason to edit the text. By the light and feeling we attained unto ourselves. The next red arrow down points to them giving the title, the Divine, to a clerk named Gregory. The next block of words, they point out they were happy that the first emperor of Rome established the year to the course of the sun. Behind this text means Nebuchadnezzar ordered his kingdom to follow our Creator's calendar when he stopped eating grass. The last arrow points to your reward for studying the Bible. Your reward is to have a fellowship with the saints and participation of a heavenly nature that will never fade away. There is no such thing as nature to a truthful Christian. Our Creator created everything. Not everyone has the knowledge to correct every word. I have an old Bible program that has the New American Standard Bible 1977 concordance to help find a better word. Their concordance has the number of times they use that English word in a parenthesis for that Hebrew word. The translators removed his name, YHVH, to put in 2 titles, Lord and God. I replaced those titles using the letters Y and V as his name, for the Hebrew language does not have a J, O, or W. By using these 2 letters, I am closer to the truth than anyone using J, O, or W for his name. No proper English was used. The blue highlighted text is text that I am removing. The red highlighted words are little words that I'm adding. Gray italic words are words that I added. To respect and honor our Creator, all capital letters in purple are our Creator's words. This is Jesus' prophecy, for I am revealing the first writer's words to tell you the true truths about Jesus. Their words will take your belief to trusting our Creator. You will be watching prophecy before your eyes as I edit true truths back into their psalms. Okay, I'm having problems again right off the bat with bit rate. Anyways, I guess I will start here and show you what I've done already. This was yesterday's work. And you can see they're just pieces. When I got them separated really far away, I don't know, they aren't connecting very well together. But I did get some words, actually, Jesus is starting to show up in the text. And this one here is what I done yesterday, or last night anyways. So again, he's starting to show up in the text. So here, I'm just going to start going today. What I've done is like what I'm saying right above my head. I've divided them up by verse right now, but the shortest verses I can get them in. What I'm going to do is put up over me these that are already books that I've already done, and they aren't really in perfect order. A lot of the text comes scattered, but there will be a point when you start seeing the text actually, because I think I got 30 slides here, that probably the last slides, maybe 20, will be in order of the returning from wherever they came from. So to start here today, I don't need this word here. YV, and it's going to be told me. Let's see. Told me, go buy yourself a linen waistband. Okay. But do not put it in water. Well, I don't think this is actually true, because he's going to now buy it, and I'm going to get rid of these words. So I bought the waistband and put it around my waist. Well, if it's 3 verse, I can't see this is all being thrown out. So I bought the waistband. Accordance is just not the right word that I would like to use right here. So let's see what the NSAB has to say. This is 13, so and it's right off at 2, so in accordance. See, they made that word up. They added that word. So let me take a look at the text
Hebrew
without.
text of the Bible has hidden formats. By revealing these formats, I will prove the first writer's words were hidden from you. These formats look like poetry as I group them into small paragraphs. Their grouping will become known as a psalm, and together they become psalms.
And if I get rid of this,
let me show you our Creator's 12 commandments listed in Exodus.
How come that did that? That should not have done that. Sorry about that, but I'm kind of watching the replay here on a different. I want to see what I did. Okay. Now it's just. Wow, it just came up when I switched back. So I guess I have to look into that, why that button is doing that. So I bought the waistband and put it around my waist. If this is a 4 verse, then I need this. And put it and not put and where.
Well, it kind of stumped here. Go buy yourself a linen waistband. But I've got here when he bought it, he's going to take it and put it around his waist. Okay. So take the waistband that you have bought. And put it around you, or put it on you and put it on your waist. Now, if that does this, why is it being doubly said? Because if I do this and copy this and bring it down here, take the waistband that you have bought, if I put and is on your waist, on your waist, I don't need a rise. I need go to the Jordan, not 50 miles north or 100 miles north, but Jordan. Even the Jordan's a distance down and then back up, so I'm just debating whether it's just a regular river or not. Rise and go to, I'm going to put river, because I don't know where, if he's in Jordan, there's a couple rivers there, or the nation Judah. There's rivers. That's a long way to go to the Jordan River. And go to the river and hide it there in a crevice of the rocks. Okay. Now it seems that this is hidden. Okay, so here, I got to make sense of what's going on here. So go buy yourself a waistband. If I don't use the word linen or the word go, and it says, why have you told me to buy myself a waistband and wear it around and wear it on my waist and wear it on my waist. Okay. So if I do that, because I've got to make them 3-verse, because you've seen how good the 3-verse is going to be. And I'm going to put myself So Ivy told me to buy how about a belt? Because he's supposed to be using a rope for his belt, but now it's just a belt. So I'm going to just say it's not a waistband, it's a belt. Buy myself. Then it's kind of like a belt to wear. And then we know where it goes. So I bought a belt. I bought the belt and put it around me. Around me. I bought a belt. And put it around me. Now, what's going on here? How come it's not falling together real easy? I'm reading double text here. So I bought a belt and put it around me. Wrong editing mark here. The word according isn't being used. So this means that there's a verse missing here. Actually, I think it's going to be here. I did as he told me. Now, because this is all going to be gray. I did as he told me. So I did as told me. And I bought, and just trying to see if the word, okay, that's what I wanted to see on Twitch. And finally it come up that the stream is doing good. Okay. So now let me go back over to YouTube and see what's happened here. For some reason, I gotta refresh that. Dream health is okay. All right. Now he told me, and I bought a belt and put it around me. Then his words, then his words, came to me a second time. Second time, saying, get rid of that, all of this, go like this, go like this, go like that. His words came to me a second time, saying, arise. And now I found out why they got that waiter was here. And I'm going to just take it and stick it up there, saying arise. And I'm just going to make, because all this needs to be small text now. This is not going to be used at all. And I'm going to say 8 point. And I'm going to make this yellow. And I'm going to make that yellow. It's probably the farthest I've ever moved a word, but you can see they added that. And it just, arise goes there so perfectly, saying arise. Go to the river and hide it there in a crevice of the rock. Okay, now because that does meet 2 verses there. Okay, and those 2 verses connect together. Whoops. Yeah, those 2 and then these 2. Now it's got to be that he's taken it to. So I went and hid it by the river. As YB commanded me. I don't think this is needed. After YB said, because if I do that, now it's kind of like I can't use that word, arise. So I went and hid it by the river as YHVH commanded me. Came about after a day, because it doesn't take our Creator much time to have things happen. Came about after a day. YHVH told me and I can't use it this time. Go to the river. Whoops, I need a space. Now what I'm seeing is that those two don't connect together as well as I think they should. Because it's changed subjects. So, but the subject that was the same was right here. So, although that does go pretty good, I'm maybe wrong here. It just doesn't, I don't see it. Where's the belt? Right here. And go to the river. Not take, get. And get the belt. I commanded you to hide. Went to the river. Let's see. Still got that in here. Here it is again. Here it is again. No. Here it is again. Now let me go to get the river. Went to the river and took the belt where I had hid it. And the belt was ruined. It was totally useless. Man. Let's see. All right.
Now let me see. Twitch is still running excellent. That's good. And wow, Twitch is almost live time, no delay. Barely. It's got to be less than 5 seconds, which is great. Now, you people on YouTube, you're about 15 seconds behind. Gotta have these words totally useless. Oh no. Where I had hit it would be a statement, and then these two are connected. Go to the river and get the belt that I commanded. Took the belt from that place. That place. And I dug to get. This has to be get to make it read smoother. Oops. And I dug to get. To. And that's not good because these are. This reads so good here. This one. Because it's the end of what's going on, that he went and got it and it's useless. And this wants to read as one. So why isn't it being 2 here and 1 here? And then so that means I must need 1 in here. Because if those 2 work, which they usually do, number 1, number 2. So this has to be, actually, I got to use this. Arise. Take the belt that you have bought. Take the waist belt you have bought. That has to be almost like yourself.
is missing. For yourself. Take the belt that you have bought for yourself I want to say remove it. You have bought for yourself, remove it and arise. Remove it and arise. That's the only thing I can think of is better than what this text here, because they don't have it being removed. And then that would be that second group there. And then those groups all go together correctly. Okay. Better save that. Now, I don't need these words. Then YV. I got to use this word. Then his words. Then his words came to me saying, it was totally worthless. Okay, then his words came to me saying, just so I will destroy, not the pride, that doesn't matter. Destroy Jerusalem or Judah. And the pride of Jerusalem. The pride of Jerusalem would be that our Creator's house is in their city. So I'm going to get rid of this. Just so. Now that means, because I've got 3 verses, I will destroy Judah. And I recognize Judah as being evil, so they're small
cap letters. And then you'll know, talking about the nation Judah as well as whether it is good or bad. I will destroy Judah and the pride of Jerusalem. But wait a second, that's kind of not reading right, because if I go down just so, like these wicked people who refuse to listen to me, I will destroy Judah and the evil people. Okay, I think I've getting something here worthwhile here. But it's get rid of that. I will destroy Judah and the evil people who refuse to listen to me. Now, does the word words go someplace else? Okay. So this and this is together. Now it has to be another two grouped words together here. So let me see here. I don't see this. I don't see the word words working, so we'll walk in stubbornness. I want to say it like this. We'll walk in stubbornness. Because I really don't have a second verse here to put together. So let me just try it out. Who walk in stubbornness, who refuse to me. They walk in stubbornness and gone after other gods. Whoops. They don't walk after, they follow. They follow in stubbornness. They do not listen to me. They walk in stubbornness. Or they have, or, yeah, that sounds better than and. They've gone after other gods. Here's to not serve them, but to follow them, to follow and bow to them.
to serve and bow to them. So if I just leave it there, to serve and do I use the word worship? To serve and worship. That's what bowing down is. So let me put it down in one word. To serve and worship. Let them be like this belt. They will be like this belt. Not let them. They will be like, they'll be just like, I'm going to put the belt, your belt. Totally worthless. That is totally worthless. Now, let's see if I can find two more here. Like the belt cleans. Like a belt. Not clean. Wraps. Belt stain on the waist of a man. It can't be just clings. It doesn't cling. A belt does not cling. Like a belt. The best I can do, wraps. To the waist of a male. Well, the women did it too, so they were supposed to wear hides and a belt. Like the belt wraps to the waist of a male, so I may. Right there. How am I? I'm thinking this
these two go together as a comma and a period. So what I'm missing here again is the statement. But that is totally weak, useless. Like a belt that wraps to the waist of a male. No. Now the tribes in Judah are like the belt wraps to the waist. That's not relating correctly. Okay, no, that's drinking the wine. So how is this? All the tribes for Israel were like a waist belt, like a belt wraps to the waist of a male. Cling to me, because cling to me is kind of tying to this. Maybe I don't need the second verse to the waist of a male. Like a belt wraps, they would understand that, and it would be for male and female, like I said. So I made the nation Israel the whole house of Judah. For their prayer, pray for their, because maybe if I get a hint of what I got to edit it to, praise and for my glory. This would be for their praise. This is a nation, for a people, a nation. Or to be renowned. Be renowned. Nation for renown, for their praise and my glory, but they did not listen. For their praise and for my glory, they did not listen.
No. And that wrapped like a boat about the waist. Because that they might be for me, that isn't what our Creator decided. He was making them there so that they might. As my nation, for my nation to be renowned. Oh, and for their praise and for my glory. Maybe it is their glory. Their glory. Okay, if I got that, as a nation to be renowned. Let me see what this is over here before I take you. Okay, it did show up. So there's a lot of words there. It seems to be more or less my name. As a nation for my name. Okay, let me take a look at it that way. Renowned is my name. My name. Nation. For my name. And for their praise. But they did not listen. Okay. Now that's good. Well, I'm thinking I don't need, I just need one to go through with this one. They did not, well, it's going to be this one here. Because that definitely starts another whole subject. To them. Again, this is Creator of Israel, the nation. This is what he's. your creator. Of that isn't what I want. That's what I want. But these would have been all caps, bold. The good guys. Therefore, to speak to them. I think I can get rid of this. Change thus to this. Was said. This was said by reader of Israel. Said, not say, said. Keep reading it. I think that's when I read it 100 times. And it still doesn't sound right. It must be that's the word that's bugging me. So, therefore, speak to them. Thus was said. And then this has to be that I'm just replacing it as the main word. This was said by your creator. Well, let me take that. I want to move it, so first I have to do this, then this, then this. Well, wait a second. No, I don't. I can just move it to the next line. So what am I scared of here? Said by YV. That's what I got to do is I got to move this word. The YV. Then I can get rid of all this. Was said by YV, your creator. I got to put your back in here. Okay. Now what is this still on? Because these two connect. So there's gotta be two in this. Being that it's whole Israel, that does look like all full caps. Let me try this again. I don't know. What do I... Well, let me just do this. I'm trying to read it and make sense, and okay. Like a belt wraps to the waist of a male, so I made all of Israel. All the tribes. No, this has got to be tribes, so it's bugging me. And this would have been capital T because for the nation Israel. For me. Boy, this is one of the tougher ones I've had in a long time. Because this... And just so, and then down here, I will destroy. So this is now prophecy. Do I have these words being said wrong here? Yeah, and that's meaning that they're definitely being spake as part of the prophecy. That's 4. That's because when it gets down here, this verse is, there's not enough here to even make out of anything here. So this whole would be every tribe, every. If I just copy that and tribe, because I got this, and every tribe, that's 2 words. How does, I just can't see our creator saying that this belt is like the belt is kind of like what these people are supposed to be to our creator. And I have a hard time saying that they are to cling to him. if I change the word cling to live and say, yes, I'm adding that, but that's maybe what needs to be, that this cling word that's just driving me nuts, because I keep looking at it. How does this go together? Because this is a group, so there's a verse above they're missing. Okay, so right now I better put that in. Okay, because that's going to be the statement, and then the statement is going to say what this is. Okay, so I made the tribes. I made the tribes. I don't need the word so. I made Israel. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. I made Israel like a belt wraps to the waist of a male. Okay, now that makes sense. So, oops, that's, so if I do this and replace this, and then this is all 8-point, and then this goes to here, then it has to be, okay, I made Israel like a belt wraps to the waist of a male. Okay, now that's better. Now that's better. The belt that's wrapping against him is totally worthless now to him, but he made it to that they were too close together or creator. Not, I don't think cling is, I don't think cling would have been a word back then, for the simple fact, maybe hair would cling it to your hide, and there's a hair clinging. No. Okay. Like a belt wraps to the waist of a male. For, oops, put that space in the wrong place. For every tribe now every tribe, let's clean our house space. For every tribe in Judah, so let me see. Has to be, was 2. Was 2. every tribe in Judah was to, their past tense, he's going to condemn them, so was to not live. Encompass me. Now it makes sense. For every tribe in Judah was to encompass me. And that's just like a belt. Okay. That's what took me so long. Ta-da! That was okay. Now, but this declares YV. This isn't wrong. That's just wrong. And that they might be for me. No. For every tribe, and Judah was to encompass me as a nation for my name. Now that looks really good. Encompass me as a nation for my name. Okay. Now this doesn't need to be here. I can get rid of this. But they did not listen. Therefore speak to them. I don't need all of that, but I did grab it all. Speak. Therefore speak these words to them, and I don't need the words to them here, though. So I guess I will use that and speak these words. Gotta have an S on the end. Our creator is going to say more than one word. But they did not listen, therefore speak these words to them. This was said by YV, your creator. But this just drops off onto another subject. Every jug, it's not a jug. Every wineskin. Every wineskin is to be filled with wine. Although when they say to you, no, if I go back up here and put this here, and then go down here. And let me get rid of some of these words that I put in here. And try again, knowing this. YV said, yeah, I just rotate this word. And then I don't need this word. YV. And now it's not going to be, because it's now going to be sent away. So YV prophesies. So I can't have it said here. YV says it's going to be prophesied. YV prophesied every wineskin. Now, why would he reference this at all? Because he's got to talk about past tense. I got to put the word was here. Not that it is to be filled, but was to be filled. Was to be filled with wine. And when they say to you, do we not very well know every wineskin is to be filled with wine? This is and when they say to you, we know that of wineskin. We know, because he's asking, and this is the only paragraph that's going to be here. Because if you glance down a little bit farther, they get a little harder there, or not harder, but changing subject now. So when they say to you, that is a must, it has to be there. But they say is to be filled with wine. We know wineskins in S are to be filled with wine. Okay. Be filled with wine. And when they ask you, if they're asking, when they say, oh, they're okay, it's not a question. When they say to you, we know wineskins are to be filled with wine. Now that means this has to go on to the next subject. Say to them, now this is hard. I am about to fill all the inhabitants of this land. So this drunkenness has to be the king's prophet, your priest, your prophet. I am about to fill all the inhabitants of this land with drunkenness for the kings. This is not true here. Okay, so this filling of wine means an overabundance of people coming. Okay, fill the land. That has to relate to that then. Then say to them, thus what this was. Okay, this was prophesied. Okay, I get it. Now I get it. This was prophesied. So this is not reading right now. If I put by what, if I do that here and go from here and put it here by YV, behold, this is going to have to be like behold. I'm about to fill. Okay, now this means that I got that and that together. That one connects. This connects with that now. Behold, I am about to fulfill all the, well, all, I'm going to use the word mankind. In this land for you, or for his, Jesus. So in this land for his, for yours, fill all this to fulfill all mankind in this land. I guess I'm trying to put in this words that they possess this land. So in this land. Okay, now he's going to describe who And it's got to start with your king. Now, I don't know when he is saying this. It depends on when Jeremiah is telling them this to say kings. I have a timeline here, or a timeline of the kings. And what I'm saying is that these are the years. Jeremiah's 13th year in here is when he appears. And then it's going to be all this in years after as well. Well, I didn't know I can do that. So that was different. I've owned this program for like since I know when it first came out. That had to be early 90s. And I just learned that. Sorry about that. But that's good to know, though. That is good to know. How is he saying it for the last two kings? So he's got to use the word kings. It's got to be those two. So if that's true, then I'm about to fill all mankind in this land. And dash them against each other. Wait a second. That isn't what's going to happen. If he's already talking, this doesn't count. He isn't going to dash them against each other. Now, what is he filling the king with, though? With a drunkenness? I don't see that. But I can see that by filling the land up with the enemy. And that's because I was trying to figure out what is this wine going to do. But now that I know that it's every wineskin, and then what will happen is when he brings more down, wine will expand the bag out without blowing up. That's the thing. And now it's going to be, I'm going to fill it. And I got to think of it now bursting this. Or is this I'm about to fill all mankind in this land from your kings or your kings that rule. I'm not sure if I got this right. From your kings that rule, and I'm going to put down his priest because they can't be our creator's priest no more. They're against him. So and here
his priests. This, I'm going to put a double space in. Prophets aren't there. I'm going to put scribes. Priests and scribes, they have the most power. These three have the elite power, is what's going on here. Like, because a prophet for them would be known as a seer. In Jerusalem with drunkenness. So I got to get rid of this. In Jerusalem with drunkenness. Okay. Then I will not show pity, nor be sorrow, or have compassion. You know what's funny about the style of this writer? That's what's also getting me. I guess I'm not used to his style. It's this and this are making a larger paragraph, but not like the same paragraph. Prophesy, behold, and then he's telling them something different completely than what the subject was saying up here. At least that's what's coming across my mind. Maybe I should stop thinking while I'm thinking. Okay. And just peeking at how long this is. Well, 27. I got to be picking up the pace here. And I should have done that for you a long time ago. Have not compassion. Or have compassion. Wow, that's so many words in a row that I can't believe that I didn't put any editing. That might be a first out of like 100 pages that I've done that I can say, look at that. Then, I did add this. Wait a second. I forgot. Then I will not show, nor be sorry, nor have compassion. When I, not that, when I. When I destroy them, remove them. Now, I don't see, listen, give heed. This is just this is not reading the way it should. This is starting the next group, but that's only the first verse of the next group. There's 5 more lines missing. So where are they at? When I remove them. Listen and give heed. Listen and do. And I'm just, do not be haughty, for YHVH'S spoke. I don't think that's
Give glory to YHVH, our Creator. When I remove them, I will bring a darkness. What the heck? This is not right. But that's actually a 3-verse grouping. Before he brings darkness, and your feet stumble on the dusky mountain. That doesn't make sense. Now that I'm reading it, that doesn't make sense. While you hope for light, he makes into deep, deep darkness. Is that a 4-verse? Before he brings darkness and your feet stumble, yes. That would be like this. Not before. He brings darkness and your feet will stumble, because when I'm reading the rest of this, they have to be waiting for hope for a light, so that means can't have this. Now he brings darkness and your feet will stumble. You are hoping you are hoping for light. For the deep darkness. Now here again, this has kind of already been set. Okay, this has been set right here. Brings darkness. But this now, I want to say move up 2 verses. And I got to shorten that up here. So if I take this, now make this 8 point, and put it up here. You are hoping for light, yet he brings darkness for your feet to stumble. Yet he will bring darkness. For your feet to stumble. You are hoping for light. That's the statement. And then these two, okay. Now that I have a 3-verse in the middle of nowhere, this would actually be out, and then please listen and do give glory to YHVH, your Creator. Now,
But this is actually going to tie together, I think, those two here. No, they're going to go, I think these are words that a prophet would be saying to somebody, okay? Because I'm constantly doing this when I'm reading. I'm trying to actually put my shoes in that scribe's sandals and then try to figure out how, or the intent of what he was originally saying before they messed this up. So now, but if you will not listen to it, wow, calling our Creator's words in it, is that what I'm reading? You got to be listening to somebody. My soul will sob in secret. For such pride, eyes will weep. They can't do it bitterly and flow with tears. Because of the flock of YHVH has been taken captive. Now this is not, no. I'm trying to think of a prophet and how he would say those words, and no. He knows they've been against our Creator for so long. So here I'm seeing that this is a subject here, and I'm really trying to see how can I make this a format. And I'm thinking this out. And you know what? I guess if I need to come find a 4-verse that this fits with a 4-verse, I could, for your feet to stumble. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Just wanted to group there, I guess. But if you will not listen, if you do not listen, what's the word it doing here? My soul, my soul will sob in secret. No, it's not true. Such pride. You do not listen. My eyes will weep and flow with tears. But a prophet would be only if they haven't listened. So it's not really the word if here. You did not listen. You did not listen to him. So my eyes
So my eyes wept. And I'm not seeing any of that. I'll look at it later, but I don't think it's going to go with anything. Because the flock has been taken captive. No, you should rejoice. Evil's gone, flushed out. Goodbye. See y'all later. Or no, I won't. I'm going to heaven. I don't know where the rest of you are going. Not a lowly seat, a lower seat. When I remove them, the king and queen no, that's not reading right now. I can't get rid of. Say to the king, take a lower seat. For your beautiful crown come down would be fall. The crown has fallen off your head. And don't ask me why I'm cleaning this up though, because I'm not seeing any other text to go with this, except for right there. You know, it's almost like this here is becoming like this, a 3-verse wording grouping. And I actually done that. I went through and I just grabbed the full sentences like this and didn't try to chop them down to find a first writer's formats. I've done that. So if you're going to try that, I'll hit you with a copyright. See how that becomes a 4-verse now? That's why I was saying if I move those words around. You are to say to the king and queen, take a lower. You will be lowered. Say to the king and queen, your crown has fallen off your heads. And take this out. What was it, LY? Yeah. Lowly seat. To the king and queen Your crown has fallen from your heads. Well, I got to leave it like that. I'm trying to figure out many different scenarios of what's, I mean, it's a word puzzle, and I'm doing the best word puzzling in my head, trying to avoid the blabbering that I'd be doing. So, what has Nebjev got to do with this? That is not even in the promised land. They've been locked up, no one to open them. And this is 8 point. Now see, this is like he's talking after. He's talking, that's what he's doing. He's just reminiscing to write down his feelings of what's going on. I mean, when you're in when you've been close to our Creator for a while, that's what happens. You kind of miss him when he's not helping you out and giving you this instructions all the time. You got to write it down. Our King and Queen, your crown has fallen off your heads. All Judah has been carried into exile. And then it's starting to, if they're coming from the north, now it's prophecy, and now I got to change it that this is being said by our Creator. Raise, rise, raise, rise, raise. Raise your eye, raise your head. I'll just lift up your head. I'll just keep it that way. Lift up your head and see those coming from the north. Now, see, it doesn't say Babylon, and it should say Babylon by now. So here again, the text is driving me nutty because I've been telling you that it's from, let me show you. I've been saying it's from this text here, but now it has to be coming from a prophet after this because you don't know, when it says the north, to me, that means they don't know whether, like, they don't know who's going to win the battle between Assyria and Babylon. Okay, that's what's going on here when I see this word. So that's what it just means, that this is not Jeremiah speaking here. I don't know who it is now. Our King and Queen, your crown has fallen off your heads. All of Judah, all for Judah, all of Judah, all in Judah. And bold, small cap. And
I'll put this up for people that are coming late and maybe missed that and want to now think, oh, I'll go back and get them later. I'm giving you a chance to take the screenshots there now. All in Judah will be and they aren't going to be carried, be captives in exile. This sounds so good to go run into here, but this wholly carried into exile. I've got captives already in. All Judah will be captives in exile. So this is a repeat, so that's not right. So the best I can say is that there's a verse missing right now. Let me try stopping the force of coming up with a verse. Lift up your head to see those coming from the north. Force the flock that is given to you. Your beauty. No, that's not here. You will say he has appointed over you, and yourselves have taught them. Former companions to be head over you will not pay. This is not making sense. This is not making sense. If you say in your heart, we have these things happen to me, no, because the multitude of your skirts have been removed and your heels have been lifted. Now, we're definitely talking about women here, but that isn't. Notice that the skirt is covering the heels. Okay, your skirts have been your skirts will be removed, and your heels will be exposed. And so your dress will be moved. Can't be skirts. These have got to be talking to prostitutes. Can an Ethiopian change his skin? Well, nobody can change their skin color. That's kind of a dumb question, really. If I get rid of that, what will be because of your evilness, your skirts will be removed and your heels exposed. Showing. Yeah, this is, to me, this is a prostitute, and it seems that that's how a prostitute dresses at this time, all the way down to the heels.
like she's supposed to be dainty or something. Can anyone change the skin? The Ethiopian is just not working for me. I can't have it avoiding everybody else. Okay, that would be just stupid of me that to say that just only Ethiopians try. Why would they try to change their skin? Can anyone change their skin? You know what? That's what's going on here. I need, can anyone change their skin color? It's almost like a leopard has spots, but can't. So this is not making sense here, being there in the verse. Or lepers, their spots, 2 stripes. Okay. That's a 4 verse. How can you also? Then you also can do good whom are accustomed. Well, if you can't change it, then what the hell is that sentence for? This is just stupid. That's just stupid. This is just as much stupid. Okay. That was just absolutely a waste of my time. Therefore I'll scatter them like drifting straw. I want to say by a desert wind. But then that would be only because the desert's on here and it's actually above the. Go take a geological look at. I should already have that as push up. I've been saying that so many times lately. I've got to make a note. And I just drew a picture so that I better be able to remember that. Therefore I will scatter them like drifting straw by wind in the desert. I will scatter them now. I mean, we're going from subject to different subject to different subject, and that's
but I so want to try to connect that to something up here. They're coming from the north, so as captives, for I will scatter them like... They usually use shaft in the wind. That's when you take... That's the shielding that they called around the wheat seed, and as they try to separate it, they would take it to a high hill because it's windier at the top of the hill. So what they would do is toss it up, and that would go, and this would stay. So that's usually how they describe scattering away, to be forgotten and removed. So I'm going to just say that this, to the, like drifting straw to the desert wind, no, this is just in the wrong place, and I can't even figure out where. I will scatter them like desert wind, drifting straw. There, we did it. That didn't take too long. I had to just think a second. Move up. It's not... Is it drifting straw, though? It's a... Usually, those in the West called it like tumbleweed. So it would be tumbling straw. Therefore I will scatter them like a desert wind. Tumbling straw. But it's not really straw out there, so hey. I can't work with that. This is your lot, the portion measured to you from me, because you have forgotten me and trusted in falsehood. No, they're believing in a other God, not a falsehood. So that's made up. So I myself have stripped off your skirts off over your face, that your shame may be seen. Now here we just got him being removed. Now he's getting a little desperate here. So I don't think that's going to happen. For your adulteries of your love, neighing like an animal, and the lewdness of your prostitution. Now their prostitution here is that they're having adultery in their forehead. That's meditating to have sex with a so-called female goddess. For those that are new here, I have seen, and this is what he calls abomination, that when they do, now this would go, lift up your eyes to see those coming from the north. For I've seen your abominations. Woes to Jerusalem, how long will you remain unclean? I'm going to call all this out, just plain and simple, out. Now, what I've done today is I got really some hard-fought, tiny pieces of, I don't know, that's kind of weird. How come I'm going past? I think I've gone past what I'm supposed to. No. Yes, I have. That's 13. Wow. It's surprising me. I thought I was missing the title of this chapter. Like that. Stop right there. And I'm going to get it. And now I'm going to show you how I clean it up. This is where you're really going to have to take some screenshots here when I get it set up here. And if I paste this, now I got to go back up here. Boy, there must have been some awfully long verses in this group here, or in this chapter, to do this. I love it when I don't have any long lines or something I don't know what I did because it's much easier to start fixing here. So oops, I only need one of them here. Then I need to go here. 2 spots here. So let me grab this because that's usually what I need to go through. The second time saying arise. And then it says now remove. Oh no. It goes like this. And it needs 2 of them. So those two. So I went and then I did. Now 2 here. Yep. And then this gets separated. I don't know what took me so long. Then 2 here. And then 1 here. And 2 here. Oh no, this is where it started going crazy. No, I guess not. Not yet. Two here. 1 here. Well, I didn't think the text went together that well. Maybe it was just the struggle in my mind that one. That's 2, then this is going to be 1. I really thought this was really more choppy than this. And this is where I know that there's going to be 2 verses missing. So I'll put them in right now. Whoops. Okay, now this here is separate from what's going on. These, you're not hoping for, well, this is, now light and dark is representing good and evil, okay? The light meaning that if they're starting to go on to another guard, that the enemy is coming. The enemy is going to be this darkness coming, but they're hoping for a light. They want good, evil is coming, which is kind of odd. No, this is, this is separate. I think it could go with this, but I need this separate. I think they're too far apart. I don't like this either, this one here. I don't like that. I don't like that. That might go a piece with what he is saying. That might go together. Yep, okay, what I'm going to do is come up here and let you take screenshots of this as I go through, and you can read this one over and see how much I have to correct it and see the problems that I've got here. Yeah, you're going to have to put them together. They don't fall quite as easy or together. But it was nice making this video, and it was a little longer today than normal. So, although it hasn't been 2.5 hours yet. Okay. But this is, I haven't gotten this many pieces before like this, but I know that's going to happen in a book that you got 60 chapters to. But maybe these pieces will go around, keep going around. Like I said, making a puzzle and getting rid of a puzzle, making it into one long book. Okay, time to eat, and then come back at another hour or something. 6 o'clock I'll be on. That's just about 3 more hours and I'll be back.